Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Mr. Hick Podcast. We are here getting it in once again, time and time again. I cannot tell you how excited I am to be doing this show today because it is not only Eagles victory time, it is also Cowboys hate time. It is a wonderful, wonderful thing. The way the Cowboys lose, it just brings an absolute joy to my hating, petty hate Cowboys fans. I hate you. I hate your guts. I hope all the bad things in the world happen to you and nobody else. This was such a fantastic game. And honestly, I give the Cowboys a lot of credit because if you look at the stats, the Cowboys actually had us in almost every statistical category. The Cowboys outgained the Eagles by quite a bit. Total yards, Eagles over 100 yards. Eagles 292, and the Cowboys 406. They had 333 passing yards on us. Our passing defense is not good. I have been standing on that all year long. They had 5.8 yards per play to the Eagles 4.9. Their third down efficiency was almost half. That was pretty good. Fourth down proficiency, they were 3 of 5. That's also very good. They did have 5 sacks allowed. That great Eagles defensive line doing its thing. For the haters that said the refs were on the Eagles side and that the refs were really, there's just a lot of home cooking for the Philadelphia crowd, I would like to point out that the Cowboys had exactly the same amount of penalties that the Eagles did. They both had 10 penalties called on them. And as a matter of fact, the Eagles had 10 penalties for 98 yards, and the Cowboys had penalties for 83 yards. So we had the same amount of penalties, and you had less penalty yardage than we did. This came down to my favorite thing about the Cowboys is just execution and not getting the little things that they needed to close games. And you'll notice this about when good teams play each other. It always comes down to the details. Football has always been known as a game of inches, and that is exactly how the Cowboys lost. The Cowboys literally gave up 9 points by a tight end catching a ball on the goal line on fourth and goal, catches the ball, and his knee goes down right before he takes the ball over the the goal line, and then Dak Prescott going for the 2-point conversion, and his toe just little bit over that white line, but it was noticeable on the film. They did a review right away, and they call it back. They take the points off the board. This is how the Cowboys lose. When they win big because they blow out bad teams, but when they lose, they play good teams, they lose by inches. They lose by inches, and I'm here for it. It is one of the best things about being an Eagles fan is that knowing that the Cowboys will find a way to snatch defeat from the jaws of victory. They do it backwards. See, when they have the game, they find a way to mess it up. That final drive, the Eagles literally gave them, I think it was, hold on, I want to quote this. I want to make sure that I get this right. So there was a pass interference play whereupon they got 36 yards on a final drive when they needed a touchdown. They started on the 15, got all the way down to the 6-yard line, and we gave you 36 yards on a pass interference, and then we gave you another 15 yards on a roughing the passer call on the same drive. Of the 80 yards you had to go, we gave you 40 of them. And you still managed to screw it up. This is what I love about the Cowboys. When the catch has to be made, it's just out of reach. When you need the first down, you're just this far behind. When you need that final score, you just don't quite get there, do you? Oh, I love it. My hating heart, it makes me a little bit worried because I feel like sometimes I hate the Cowboys more than I love the Eagles. Because here's the thing, I'm still not happy with the game. I still feel like the Eagles made a lot of mistakes. I still don't like the situational play calling. Some people seem to love it. And I say to myself, no, the same thing. I mean, the Eagles were in a shadow of our own end zone on a 2-yard line, on our own 2-yard line. What do they come out in? 5 wide, no running backs. What are you doing with a running back that's got a knee injury, and you know he's got a knee injury, and you put him back there in the end zone with 5 wide receivers, and you don't run the ball? Why are we doing that? Why are we not running the ball the way that we should? When you need a pass play, and specifically they were on the same drive, they isolate Devontae Smith on the short end of the field, and they throw in the ball on a screen, and he does not get the first down. Devontae Smith weighs about 165 pounds. So not to take A.J. Brown, who weighs about 220 pounds and is having a ridiculous season, like one of the best receivers in the league right now. Not the bigger guy who can probably push around any corner that you put up on him. No, you're going to take a guy that weighs about $160. You're going to throw him the ball and expect him to fight for a couple of yards for a first down. It's really poor decision making, and yet the Eagles are still 8-1. We're not winning because of the play calling. We're winning despite the play calling because we got a great offensive line. We got a quarterback that in most cases takes care of the ball. He's got some fumbles this year, and yeah, we need to work on that, most definitely. The running game is not really, to me, what it should be, because I think the Eagles like to get out, get a lead on you, and then just smother you and not let you get the ball back in the fourth quarter. It's hard to argue with results, except that I don't trust it. I'm not excited by beating Washington by 3 points. I'm not excited by beating teams that you really should blow out. But I would rather have a team that finds a way to win than finds a way to lose, like Dallas. 8-1, baby. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, haters. Bye-bye. Take it easy.